Commander Zethka had witnessed the fall of 3 civilizations, the birth of 2 star systems, and the extinction of countless species. In his 800 standard cycles of service to the Galactic Defense Coalition, nothing had prepared him for what transpired on Terran Standard Date 2387344. The human vessel Persistence hung in space like a metallic thorn against the cosmic backdrop, dwarfed by the assembled armada of 12 different species. 6,000 warships surrounded the single human craft. Representatives from the Vorthan Empire, the Crystalline Hierarchies, the Plasma Lords, and 9 other major galactic powers. Each faction had come for the same reason, to claim the mysterious technology that had brought the galaxy to its knees. "Sir, they're still refusing to respond to our hails," reported Lieutenant Vexhall, her chitinous fingers dancing across the communication array. "The human ship maintains complete radio silence." Zethka's 4 eyes narrowed as he studied the tactical display. 3 standard hours had passed since the Persistence had emerged from hyperspace, and, without firing a single shot, had simultaneously disabled every ship in the sector. Not destroyed, disabled. Every vessel's quantum drive had simply stopped. Their weapons systems had gone dormant. Even basic life support had stuttered before mysteriously resuming. "Analysis complete, Commander," announced Science Officer Thralgon, his massive frame hunched over the sensor console. The human vessel emitted a single, low-frequency signal lasting exactly 3.7 seconds. The signal somehow interfaced with every quantum processing core within a 12-parsec radius. "That's impossible," Zethka muttered. "Quantum cores operate on completely different frequencies across species. The mathematical precision required to—" "Sir!" Vexhall interrupted, her voice cracking with excitement and terror. "The human ship it's moving, but not through space." Zethka whirled to face the main view screen. The Persistence remained in its exact position, but something fundamental had changed. The star field behind it was shifting, not the ship, but the very fabric of space-time around it. "Temporal distortion detected!" Thralgon's voice boomed across the bridge. "Commander, they're not just moving through space, they're moving through time." The implications hit Zethka like a plasma bolt to the thorax. The humans hadn't just created a signal that could disable any ship in the galaxy. They had somehow weaponized time itself. On his personal display, encrypted messages flooded in from fleet commanders across the Armada. The Vorthan Empress demanded immediate action. The Crystalline Hierarchy's hive mind was calculating attack vectors. The Plasma Lords were charging their stellar cannons despite their disabled weapon systems somehow beginning to show signs of life again. But Zethka found himself paralyzed by a single, terrifying realization. If humans could manipulate time, then this battle had already been fought. The outcome had already been determined. They were all simply playing out events that had been decided by a species that could rewrite causality itself. "Incoming transmission from the human vessel," Vexhall announced, her voice barely a whisper. The view screen flickered, and a figure appeared, surprisingly young for a species known to live barely a century. The human wore a simple blue uniform, and his expression held neither aggression nor fear, just certainty. "I am Captain Marcus Chen of the Earth Defense Corps vessel Persistence," he said, his words automatically translated through the universal communication protocols. "I apologize for the demonstration, but it was necessary to prevent a war that would have cost approximately 2.7 million lives across 17 different species." Murmurs erupted across the bridge. Zethka silenced them with a gesture. "See?" Captain Chen continued. "We've already fought this battle. 17 different versions of it, in fact. Each time someone fires first. Each time the death toll climbs. Each time we reset the timeline and try again." The human paused, and for a moment, The weight of cosmic exhaustion seemed to settle on his young shoulders. Humanity discovered temporal manipulation 3 months ago. Your time. We've been living with it for subjective decades. Do you know what we learned? That power without restraint is just another form of extinction. We could conquer the galaxy in an afternoon. We could rewrite history so that your species never evolved. We could become gods. Captain Chen's eyes hardened. Instead, we choose to be guardians. The signal you detected wasn't a weapon. It was a safety protocol. Every ship in this armada carried weapons capable of cracking planets. In 17 timelines, someone always fired first. This time, we made sure no one could. Zethka felt his respiratory system struggling to process what he was hearing. The humans hadn't just developed the ultimate weapon. They had developed the ultimate responsibility to go with it. "We're going to leave now," Captain Chen said. "When we do, your systems will fully restore. You can return to your territories, report to your governments, and debate what this means for the galaxy. But understand this: humanity has crossed a threshold that makes us responsible for everyone's survival, including yours." The transmission ended, and the persistence began to fade, not disappearing, but becoming somehow less real, as if it existed in too many temporal states simultaneously. As the human ship vanished completely, Zethka realized that the galaxy had fundamentally changed. Not because humanity had become invincible, but because they had become something far more dangerous, genuinely benevolent. In the days that followed, as fleets retreated and governments scrambled to understand the new cosmic order, historians would mark this as the moment the Galactic Age ended and the human stewardship began. And in his private logs, Commander Zethka would write, "Today, I learned that the most terrifying species in the galaxy isn't the one that can destroy you. It's the one that can save you, whether you want them to or not."